6 online support program, class 9, week 11, lesson 10, subject textbook biology, page number 120 to 122, unit 7, bioenergetics, topic mechanism of photosynthesis, light reaction and reaction. Objectives. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to revise mechanism of photosynthesis, two phases of photosynthesis, light reaction and its summary, dark reaction and mechanism of photosynthesis. Now you all know about the photosynthesis, that when the plant are making its own food in the presence of the sunlight, water and carbon dioxide, so a process of photosynthesis is carried out. Now it occur in two phases, the first phase and the second phase. First phase actually take place in the light, in the sunlight. What will happen whenever the light energy is falling on the plant body? So the chlorophyll molecule that are present inside the leaves, they will capture the light energy. They will capture the light energy and to make high energy molecules. They will make the high energy molecules with the help of this light energy. And what are the names of that high energy molecules? That are ATP and NADPH. These reactions are known as the light reactions. What is the location of the light reaction? Where it occurs in the plant? It actually occurs in the thylakoid membrane. Have a look on this diagram. You can see the light reaction, right? So this is actually the thylakoid membrane. They are in the form of a coins that are placed on one another. So light reaction occur in the thylakoid membrane. Whenever the light fall on this thylakoid membrane, so high energy molecules will be produced like ATP and NADPH. You can see ATP and NADPH are formed in the light reaction, but these ATP and NADPH will be not utilized in the light reaction, but they will be utilized in the dark reaction. Now come towards the second phase. Now what happened in the second phase? Actually the second phase takes place in the dark. So the carbon dioxide is reduced to make the glucose. Carbon dioxide will be reduced. It will help in the making of the glucose. Now the high energy molecules that were made in the light reaction, the ATP and the NADPH, so they are actually now utilized in this reaction. So since these reactions do not use light directly, so they are known as the dark reaction. They are not needing any kind of any light. They are taking place in the dark. So that's why they are called the dark reaction, and they are not using the light directly. They are using it indirectly. How indirectly? Like I have already told you that in the light reaction, when the light energy is captured, so from that light energy the ATP and NADPH are produced. When they are produced, so they are actually utilized in this phase. That's why we say that they are using the light indirectly. Now where does the dark reaction take place? It takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast. Now come towards the summary of the light reaction. So how the light reaction actually take place? Whenever the chlorophyll molecules absorb light energy, so energy level will be increased and their electrons are emitted. Whenever light fall on the plant body, so the chlorophyll molecules that are present on the leaves, inside the leaf, they will absorb the light energy. When they absorb the light energy, so the energy level will be increased. When the energy level is increased, so in turn the electrons will be emitted. When the electrons are emitted, so these electrons are carried to the electron transport chain. Why they are carried to the electron transport chain? For making or for the production of the ATP. Now at the same time, the light will also break the water molecules that are present inside the plant with the help of photolysis. When the water molecule, as you all know, the formula of the water is H2O. When the water molecules are broken down with the help of the light energy, so the oxygen will be released and in turn hydrogen will be left. So the hydrogen atoms of water give electrons to the chlorophyll and become ions. In turn hydrogen will give its electron to the chlorophyll and it will become ion. So the electrons of the chlorophyll after the production of the ATP and the hydrogen ions of the water are used for the reduction of NADP plus into NADPH. Now the hydrogen ions Okay, from where the hydrogen ions came? They came from the water. When water molecule split into hydrogen and oxygen, in turn oxygen was released and hydrogen gave its electrons to the chlorophyll and it become ion. So that hydrogen ion of water, then it will help in the reduction of NADPH into NADP, from NADP to NADPH. Right now the hydrogen is being combined with the NADP, so it is now reduced to NADPH. You can see the diagram over here. The photons mean the light energy when it falls on the chlorophyll molecule. So the energy level will be, you can see energy level is increased. So electrons are now excited and the electrons are transported to the electron transport chain. When the electrons are transported to the electron transport chain, so ATP production take place. At the same time you can see the water molecules, the two water molecules now are splitted into hydrogen and oxygen. In turn oxygen is released and this hydrogen now become in ionic form and it goes to the electron transport chain and it reduces the NADP plus into NADPH. At the end you can see that NADPH is formed. Come towards the dark reaction. It is also known as Calvin cycle because it was discovered by a scientist known as Melvin Calvin with the help of his colleague, and this reaction was done in the University of the California. Right, the summary of the events of the dark reactions also known as Calvin cycle, and they are as follows. So what happened in the dark reaction? As you all know that carbon dioxide molecules are present, so they will combine with the 5-carbon compound. The one molecule of the carbon dioxide molecule will combine with the 5-carbon compound and they will be forming a temporary 6-carbon compounds, right? When carbon dioxide molecule is combining with the 5-carbon compound, so in turn it will be forming 6-carbon compound, but that 6-carbon compound will be temporary. Why temporary? Because it splits into 2. It will be splitting into 2, so it will be forming 2 3-carbon compound. As it was 6-carbon compound, when it is splitted, so one 3-carbon compound, another 3-carbon compound will be formed. Now the one 3-carbon compound help to manufacture the glucose. How it helped in the manufacturing of the glucose? Actually it is reduced to 3-carbon carbohydrates. How it is reduced to 3-carbon carbohydrates? By using the ATP and hydrogen from the NADPH. Right? So the one 3-carbon compound will first reduce itself by using the ATP and by using the hydrogen of the NADPH. So it will be reduced to 3-carbon carbohydrates. When it is reduced to 3-carbon carbohydrates, so then it will help in the manufacture of the glucose. Another 3-carbon compound will go again in the cycle to regenerate the original 5-carbon compound. So in this way the Calvin cycle take place, and this cycle also utilizes the ATP. As I have told you that how it utilizes the ATP, it utilizes the ATP in the sense when the 3-carbon compound was reducing to the 3-carbon carbohydrate, so at that time it used the ATP also. You can see the diagram over here, like it is using the ATP, it is using the NADPH, so it is using only the hydrogen, right? It is also using the ATP, so the ATP is converted into ADP, like one of the phosphate has been removed from it, and it is also using the hydrogen of the NADPH, so it will be converted into, or it is oxidized into NADP. So students, this was your today's lecture. Hope you find it easy and interesting. Thank you so much.